Hello, and welcome, guys, to What the Fun, another episode of this, or I need to say another video about this because I had been doing podcasts a while ago, so I am getting used to say uh, things as an introduction welcome to my episode to this episode, uh, something like that. But I will change that. I promise. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about a word that is imperator. Imperator is not a common word we can see nowadays because it is usually used in Roman history. When a general, when a general had had a bunch of fights, getting a big triumph, when he returns to uh, returns to the capital, returns home. Uh, the Senate or the men in power will give him a a name that is Imperator. It is a it literally means a commander that has gained a a great triumph or a great victory and returns back. So it is about a general. Yes, it is about a general. But after Caesar, Caesar, a very famous Roman emperor. After Caesar, you use this name as uh, as a stepping stone to the crown of the emperor. Um, a lot of emperors are after him who would name themselves as an imperator. So, because I've been interested in Roman history, I because the history, Roman history is really a mystery for me. Uh, you, because um, Athens, Athens of the Greek, there were there were many philosophers, many scientists, and many politicians. Um, but they eventually um, didn't make a big country. They didn't uh, their city didn't develop well. Their army were sluggish. So maybe building an empire or ruling a country successfully is very different from pursuing uh, knowledge. So I was intrigued by this idea, so I started to read about Roman history. Um, but all I have read is a book written by a Japanese author, and she traveled to Roman a few a bunch of years ago, and she was also interested in Roman history, and so he studied for a while. Then he wrote a book. Then he studied for another uh, studied for another while, and he wrote another book. So eventually, the book list went very long. So up until now, she has maybe um, 15 to 20 books on Roman history. So I have nearly read all of them, but I have I have a relatively big picture of how things had been going on in the ancient Roman history to the relatively more modern Roman times. But I still have a doubt that because she loves Roman very much, maybe she was she was biased by her affection when she wrote these books. So I plan to read more about them. Maybe a few books written by American uh, historians, by English historians, um, maybe like that. So yes, that's for today's um, video. We'll talk to you tomorrow.